Hey guys, welcome to Advancing Security. I know the other video said Sentinels. Look, I am debating between Advancing Security and Advancing Sentinel. What sounds professional was more practical. I don't know. Maybe in the future I'll change it. Until then, that's my actual email if you want to reach me. It's advancingsentinel@gmail, baby. Woo! So you want to make security into a career, but you don't know what to do. Other career paths are very simple. You go from high school to college, from college you do an internship, and boom, next thing you know, you got a master's and you're a teacher. Not with security. Security is a different ball game. Security is like the Wild West, I say. It's like having a black belt and opening up a dojo. There's like almost no regulation or no real true path to success. I'm gonna tell you a little something. So you guys and I, we can keep straight. We come with this illusion sometimes being in security and working overtime, thinking that we're doing the other person a favor when we're not. We're getting paid. We're not doing nobody a favor. We're employees, right? And then we get frustrated when we don't get promotions, when we don't get raises or bonuses, when we don't get the positions we want, what we desire. Here's the thing. Did you earn that position? Did you earn it? It's sad to say a lot of us don't earn our positions. And this is not just in security. This is in every field I ever worked in. I ever worked in. I ever worked with. Did you earn the position? Did you earn that raise? Did you earn the schedule that you're requiring, that you asked for? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. If you did, and you really feel that in your heart, it's time to find another job. But if you're in a spot that's giving you opportunities, you really have to recognize the opportunities and you really need to recognize your faults, not just their own. It's easy to blame other people for your lack of success, but we really have to look deep in ourselves, look into the man in the mirror, like Michael Jackson said, and confront what are our downfalls. Let's go into money. There's a lot of money in security. Security guards normally don't see much of that money because of all the people between the client and the actual security guard. There's a lot of people in between. Unless you work directly for the client, then then that means you are their direct employee. But let's say you work in a security agency. You're getting your feet wet. You're trying to actually learn the business, and you have no guidance. This is why I'm here for you. So let's get into money, dinero. All right, I'm going to use New York as an example. In New York, $1 is worth 87 cents. Pennsylvania, it's worth about $1.02. In Florida, it's worth about 99 cents or 97. I can't remember. Let's start off with that. I'm throwing that out there because sometimes we have very high expectations for our paychecks and what we should be earning, and don't understand the economy of where we are geographically within the United States or anywhere around the world. Let's talk about making 50K. A lot of people in the US make between 30,000 and 50,000. And there's a lot of jobs out there you can make 50,000 without a college degree. Security is one of them. Let's say you make 50,000. You divide that by 52. That's how many weeks we have in a year, right? That turns out to being $961 with 54 cents. I rounded off a penny here or there. Give me a break. You take that 961 with 54 cents and you divide it by 40 hours a week. We're not calculating overtime and things like that, just to keep it simple. That comes out to making $24 an hour, give or take a couple of pennies. And that's without being a manager or director in certain parts of the country. In other places, that's not money. Like in New York, if you're paying $1,400, $1,800 a month for rent, that's not money because half your money is going to go in rent. And you got $300 to $400 in food if you have a family or not. And if you have car payments or Metro card, even though Metro here is terrible, it starts stacking up and piling up. Then you have to question, should I live near? Should I live far? How should I adjust my life? And that's just a couple of things you need to think about when you want to make security your career. You have to also set a set goal. How much money am I okay with? Do I want to make 30,000, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100? Look, once you start going up a certain tax bracket, you're getting tons and tons of problems. Once you start getting into like the six-figure income, you're getting six-figure income problems. You're making 60, 70, 80, you're getting 60, 70, $80,000 problems. I'm just being straight up with you guys. Why? Because you get more and more responsibilities. Now, if you still want to make security your career and you still want to go up the corporate ladder and up the ranks in security, what do you have to do? Look, it's very simple. You have to dedicate time. That's it. You have to dedicate time and study. Time and study. Study and time. Why do you need to do this? In any field, nobody's going to give you a good job with benefits if you don't have 3 to 5 years in it. Look, it takes a while to become competent in anything, and that's the truth. The last job I had doing security, I was making 50,000. I finally broke the the minimum wage gap, I guess you can say. So check it out. What I mean by that is, I was working in security agencies. Then I did it long enough where I became proficient in it. I became very competent in it. And I started getting certifications. I started getting training. Next thing you know, you start posting that up. You start going to a couple of interviews. You start becoming more competent. You start becoming more positive. You start becoming more active in the interview process where you know what's going on. You know what kind of questions they're going to ask you. You have quick response. You sound like a G. You sound like a gangster who knows everything. Next thing you know, you have vacation days. You have paid for training. Next thing you know, you're doing fire life safety director courses, and the company's paying like 70% of that. Like, and you're given these benefits to advance and progress in your field. But it takes time. It takes time. It takes professionalism. You know who you are. You're always 15 minutes late, and your uniform stinks. Before you could take all of what I just said in, because it's a lot. Before you start saying, hey, I'm going to really do this, or hey, I don't like security, really start thinking about what you're doing. What's your comfort level? What is your comfort level for work-life balance? Do you want to make minimum wage but have all the overtime in the world and never see your family, never have a hobby? Do you want to make some less money but you have more free time? Are you willing to take that free time and invest it in a course, invest it in some newer skills so that eventually you go up the tax bracket? What are you willing to do? Really? There's a lot of money to be made in security. It just depends on what your goal is and where's your focus. That's it, guys. I think I spoke a lot. All right, guys. If you have any questions for further security guard training videos for future episodes, put it down in the comment section. If you found value in my video, press like, and if you want to share. And if you want to be part of this Advancing Sentinel Security channel, press subscribe and hit the notification button. All right, guys. Take care. So love yourself. Lo quiero mucho. Peace.